Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you for allowing me to have input on the coverage issue of the Affordable Care Act today. There has been many strong and valid points made today. I want to thank Representative Peter Roscom for raising awareness to the fact that the American public is vehemently against this bill, and to Senator Mitch McConnell for relaying the recent poll that shows that 37 to 50% of the American people oppose this new health care bill. This debate has captured the people's interest, and the American public has been watching this debate closely and will continue to stay up to date on the debate to see the outcomes that result. I would have to respectfully disagree with your statement, Mr. President, that a stepwise approach to coverage is not appropriate for health care. When it comes to an issue as large as health care coverage, I believe a stepwise approach is not only necessary for successful implementation of health care reform, but to set standards and guidelines for uniform dissemination of the health care bill throughout our country. Neither the House nor the Senate can simply expect to make one giant leap and land on our feet in a place of success and affordability in health care. I tend to agree with several of the statements that Mr. Roscom has brought to our attention, specifically the issues and solutions he has defined today. I concur that the majority of us here today would agree that our current Medicaid system coverage is not working and it needs reformation. Mr. President, I would respectfully question the plausibility and effectiveness of correcting the issues with the Medicaid system by utilizing coverage expansion of the pre-existing Medicaid system as a means of reformation. Your bill proposes to increase Medicaid coverage from 20% to approximately 25 to 30% of the entire American population. For a system that is already dysfunctional, how can expansion correct dysfunction of coverage? When a system is flawed, the flaws must be remedied in order for it to thrive and facilitate success. Why is there not more attention to correcting the issues currently present in our coverage, including the gaps? And if necessary, then we can plan for further expansion after there has been appropriate measures to correct the issues and success of the interventions have been demonstrated. In my home state of Louisiana, our Governor, Bobby Jindal, has continued to reiterate and remain steadfast on denial of Medicaid expansion. Personally, as a nurse who has worked in several medical settings, both in hospital and out, I personally have seen Medicaid fraud and blatant abuse of the system. Therefore, I reiterate my personal viewpoint that correction of the system is imperative before successful expansion can be demonstrated and continue to thrive. I do have one last note regarding the discussion of coverage, and that is concerning what Representative John Barrasso said in rebuttal to your statement, Mr. President, regarding catastrophic care. I understand where both of you are coming from, and I think that an alliance of your opinions affords the best solution for that specific issue. Mr. Barrasso, you claim that in your opinion, those who utilize healthcare for catastrophic events are possibly using healthcare in the most appropriate manner. Mr. President, you would disagree with that statement. Perhaps focusing on preventive medicine and catastrophic care would create a merger of the two important aspects of healthcare that can increase affordability and skyrocket cost savings by correct utilization of the healthcare system. That's all that I have to say today concerning this issue. I thank everybody for their time and willingness to listen and be a part of the discussion. Thank you.